Here's another classic joke your grandpa used to tell on the way to work in the mornings. 'Cause it's time for cheap ass, y'all. So my old man drove truck for a living. For many years when I was a little kid, he drove for this old man Garland. Old man Garland on this farm, but he wasn't much of a farmer. And Pops knew all about crops and animals and things of this nature. So to make extra money on the weekends, sometimes he'd help old man Garland around the farm. And I'd tag along for, allowance. Now, old man Garland had this rooster named Rojo. And Rojo was a rather randy rooster. He was famous for fondling the fowl of the farm, so to speak. And hear old man Garland tell it, he got after his pig one time, but we all just figured he'd got into his own homebrew and it was just, a little bit of a tale. But you never know. An old man, Pops, he would just like, every now and again he'd mutter under his breath, he'd just shake his head at, one of these days that rooster's going to wear himself out. And I never really knew what he meant, but I figured it out years later. And so one day, we roll up on the farm, and it's really hot, and we get out of the truck, and Pop starts shaking his head, muttering under his breath, said, yeah, that rooster's done. He done wore himself out. And I started getting real sad, Rojo. And he's laying there all still. He's not moving. I walked up to him and, Rojo, oh, Rojo, what's wrong with you, buddy? And he says, shh, buzzards. I don't get it. This has been a cheap ass production.